Alright, Shalom, brother, Shalom. Okay, today's topic is going to be the so called native Indians were not Gadites, but Manassites. And I have proof. They were not Gadites, but Manassites. And with me doing this, it's going to pretty much destroy that 12 charts list that we all know about. Because if the native Indians aren't Gad, then where is Gad? Alright, but the actual natives were from the house of Joseph, which were Manassites. And if they were Manassites, then who are the Cubans? It pretty much destroys everything. So what we're going to do is, now I normally leave the Book of Mormon to Big Judah, but my sister has my Book of Mormon because I wanted her to actually read what I read. So, but I was able to pull this up online so I can do this the right way. So we're going to jump in the Book of Mormon first. Alright, but matter of fact, but first, before I do that, where am I at here? This is 40. Okay, we're in 2nd Ezra. Let's find out where the 10 tribes went first. Then we're going to jump into the Book of Mormon so we know exactly who landed here. Alright, because the 10 tribes did not land here. And they didn't get scattered into islands and whatnot like these camps lying to us saying. Alright, now mind you, this is in the 1611, and they have this book, and they read this book. So I don't know why they wouldn't tell us the truth. But I'm going to tell y'all the truth today. Y'all going to know this. Here we go. This is what happened to the 10 tribes. Alright, remember, 2nd Ezra 13. 2nd Ezra, Apocrypha, in the 1611. 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel amongst themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into a further country, where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. Keep their statutes, key words, so that means they're going to follow the law. And keep going. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Azareth. Now this is where they stop, but we're going to keep going. Then dwelt they there until the latter time. Until the latter time. So they went to a land or a region which was cut off. The Lord opened the way to it, closed it back up so nobody else can get through, and they stayed there for a latter time. I'm going to keep going. And now, when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the springs of the stream of the stream again, that they may go through. So he opened up the waters so they can go in. Then he's going to open it back up so they can come out. So that means that it is still closed. They never left that area. They are still in this place called Azareth. They are still in the place called Azareth. They dwelt Then dwelt they were there until the latter time. And now, when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the spring of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sowest thou the multitude with peace. But those that be left behind of thy people are they that are found within my borders. The Lord has a particular border, and we're going to go over that today so we can clear this little confusion up. See, the problem here is you can't use the 1611 without the Book of Mormon. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. It's physically impossible, because half the stuff that we know here is also half the stuff that's in the Book of Mormon that we don't know here, that's explained in the Book of Mormon. Like the Nag Hammadi, just things are everywhere, you know. Let me continue. Now, when he destroyeth the multitude of the nations that are gathered together, he shall defend his people that remain. And then shall he show them great wonders. So, the 10 tribes are somewhere safe, following the laws and commandments until the latter time. So, Southern Kingdom is what we're looking for. Southern Kingdom is what we're trying to figure out. Well, no, we already know who the Southern Kingdoms are now, but people are also trying to add the 10 tribes also, but they can't, because the 10 tribes is not even here. They're somewhere tucked away, following the laws and commandments this whole time until the latter time. Until the latter time. And then once we regather, he's going to grab them from where he has them and bring them also, along with regathering Judah, who's scattered all over the place. But the people here, the people who were here when Christopher Columbus showed up, were not the 10 tribes. I'm sorry, they wasn't from the Sumerian 10 tribes. They were actually from the house of Joseph, who was here first. And I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna cut this shit today. Alright? Latter time. The 10 tribes are still in Azareth, following the laws. This is in 2nd Ezra, the book they like to use all the time. So if you like to use this book, you also have to use this also. The 10 tribes are in Azareth until the latter times, when the great regathering happens, when he regathers all the house of Israel together. He's also going to make way for them to come back also, only in the latter time. So we're going to cut this shit short. All right, now, like I said, since my sister has my Book of Mormon, because she's her mind is blown from what she's reading right now. Because apparently my great grandmother was a native, and my grandmother was a half native, so we got that funny hair stuff. So it's like we're understanding exactly where her lineage is coming from now, or our lineage is coming from now also. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go into, I got this up online here, hope everybody can see this. Okay, we're going to go into 1 Nephi 5:14. We're going to start out with 14. Oh, this is, everybody can see this right. Okay. Now, this is the father of Nephi. His name is Lehi. Read this now, 14. It's in the Book of Mormon. This is what the camps don't want no one to read. The reason why they don't want you to read it is because they don't want to get embarrassed when they find out that 12 charts is bullshit, like everybody else in that whole camp is bullshit. Nothing but lies. You can't trust them. Listen to this. And it came to pass that my father Lehi also found upon the plates of brass. The plates of brass is what they found here. They found the plates of brass here. Joseph Smith found the plates of brass here and translated it. He didn't write the Book of Mormon. He just translated it. Just like the white man didn't write the Bible, they just translated it. The same shit. Here's this. Place of brass, a genealogy of his father, wherefore he knew that he was a descendant of Joseph. Yeah, even that Joseph who was the son of Jacob, who was sold into Egypt, and who was preserved by the hand of the Lord, that he might preserve his father Jacob and all his household from perishing with famine. Bam, son! Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Lehi, father of Nephi, was from the house of Joseph. You're reading this. Now, which one is this? What is this? In the book of Alma, Nephi actually tells you that he's from the line of Manasseh. I'm gonna pull that verse up here in a minute after I do this here, but we're gonna go down here. We're gonna go to Nephi. We're gonna do this today. All right, we're gonna go to Nephi. This is Nephi 6 verse 1. All right, check this out. And now I, Nephi, do not give the genealogy of my fathers in this part of my record, neither at any time shall I give it after upon these plates which I am writing, for it is given in the record which has been kept by my father, wherefore I do not write in it in this work. So these are the plates that Joseph Smith found. He found these plates right here, along with the plates that had the Torah on it. Okay, so we can go to Nephi 10. Bam, Nephi 10. Oh yeah, check it out. So, okay, here we go. we doing this today, brothers. Okay, I need to go 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. For behold, it came to pass after my father had made an end of speaking the words of his dream, and also of exhorting them to all diligence, he spake unto them concerning the Jews, that after they should be destroyed, even that great city Jerusalem, and many be carried away captive into Babylon, according to the own due time of the Lord, they should return again, yea, even be brought back out of captivity. And after they should be brought back out of captivity, they should possess again the land of their inheritance. Okay? Yea, even 600 years from the time that my father left Jerusalem, a prophet would the Lord raise up again the Jews, even a Messiah, or in other words, a Savior of the world. Okay, so they're in Jerusalem, what they call the Promised Land. They're in Jerusalem, right? Remember the Promised Land? This is our land, Jerusalem. This is the Promised Land, right? This is what they say, Jerusalem, right? Okay. Remember this. They're in Jerusalem. Okay. It says that after they should be destroyed, even that great city Jerusalem, and many be carried away captive into Babylon. Okay. All right. Just making sure we got that. Let's go down to 8. Yeah, even he should go forth and cry in the wilderness. I'm sorry, I'm missing 7. I need to go 7. And he spake also concerning a prophet who should come before the Messiah to prepare the way of the Lord. We all know this is John the Baptist. Now this is Lehi. This is Lehi's father prophesying. Okay, his father's prophesying. He's seeing this vision of what's to come. Yeah, even he should go forth and cry in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, and make his path straight. For there standeth one among you whom ye know not, and he is mightier than I, whose shoes latches I am not worthy to unloose. And much spake my father concerning this thing. Okay, we know this is John the Baptist. Okay, so he's prophesying about John the Baptist before John the Baptist was even born. The Book of Mormon, right? We're going to keep going. We're going to go to 12. Check it out. Yeah, even my father spake much concerning the Gentiles, and also concerning the house of Israel, that they should be compared like unto an olive tree, whose branches should be broken off, and should be scattered upon all the faces of the earth. So, Lehi is prophesying. Lehi is prophesying, y'all. He's prophesying, guys. Okay? Wherefore he said, it must needs be that we should be led with one accord into the land of promise, unto the fulfilling of the word of the Lord, that we should be scattered upon all the face of the earth. Okay? We got that? And after the house of Israel should be scattered, they should be gathered together again. Or, in fine, after the Gentiles had received the fullness of the gospel. Reading this, right? Okay, it says, and after the house of Israel should be scattered, they should be gathered together again. After the Gentiles had received the fullness of the gospel. Now we're back into this. I'm not done with that yet. We're back into. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Then dwelt they there until the latter time. And now when they shall begin to come, the higher shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. So this is they're coming back. This is after the Gentiles. After the Gentiles receive the fullness of the gospel. After. So the 10 tribes are still in Nazareth, following the laws, statutes, and commandments. Alright? Back up in here. Where am I at? Let me go down to 15. Where am I at? Did I do 15 already? Where am I at? Make sure I'm in the right one here. Okay, no, I need to go to 14. Let me go to 14. Okay, let's go down to 11. Alright. And it came to pass that I looked and beheld the whore of all the earth, and she sat upon many waters, and she had dominion over all the earth, among all nations, kindreds, and tongues. And it came to pass that I beheld the church of the Lamb of God, and its numbers were few because of the wickedness and abominations of the whore who sat upon many waters. Nevertheless, I beheld that the church of the Lamb, who were the saints of God, were also upon all the face of the earth, and their dominions upon the face of the earth were small because of the wickedness of the great whore whom I saw. Lehi is prophesying all this right here. You're seeing all this. You're seeing all this. You're seeing all this. Why the camps never talk about the prophet Lehi? Why? All right, we're gonna go to 15. And it came to pass that I beheld that the wrath of God was poured out upon the great and abominable church, and so much that there were wars and rumors of wars among all the nations and kindreds of the earth. Does that sound familiar? Revelations? Yeah, I know. Now we're gonna go down to 17. We get to the good parts. Hang tight. I just want this is the Book of Mormon, guys. This is the Book of Mormon, y'all. And I'm only in just First Nephi. Y'all don't even want to hear what's in the other stuff. Y'all not ready for that, you know? Okay. I'm in 17. Let's start off with 7. And it came to pass that after I, Nephi, had been in the land of Bountiful for the space of many days, the voice of the Lord came unto me, saying, Arise, and get thee into the mountain, And it came to pass that I rose and went up into the mountain and cried unto the Lord. And it came to pass that the Lord spake unto me, saying, Thou shalt construct a ship after the manner which I shall show thee, that I may carry thy people across these waters. Oh, yo, I'm gonna do this. Y'all gonna get that work today. I'm doing this. And I said, Lord, whither shall I go that I may find ore to molten, that I may make tools to construct the ship after the manner which thou hast shown unto me? And it came to pass that the Lord told me whether I should go to find ore, that I might make tools. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, did make a bellows wherewith to blow the fire of the skins of beasts. And after I had made a bellows that I might have wherewith to blow the fire, I did smite 2 stones together that I might make fire. Okay, let me make sure, where am I at here? Okay, we're gonna skip this part here. Y'all can just pause and read that little part if you want. So I'm gonna jump down to 14. Yeah. And the Lord said also that after ye have arrived in the promised land. Matter of fact, let me go to 13. I'm sorry, 13. Here we go. Mind you, Jerusalem. Now I skipped down to Nephi 17, but they went south from Jerusalem to the seashore. Okay, so Jerusalem is north from where they're at right now. Okay, so we're going to 13. And I will also be your light in the wilderness, and I will prepare the way before you. If it is so be that ye shall keep my commandments, wherefore in so much as ye shall keep my commandments, ye shall be led towards the promised land, and ye shall know that it is by me that ye are led. Promised land, not Jerusalem. How could the Jerusalem be the promised land when they're going away from Jerusalem? When they're going away from Jerusalem. When they're going away from Jerusalem. All right. And yeah, and the Lord said also that after ye have arrived in the promised land, ye shall know that I, the Lord, am God, and that I, the Lord, did deliver you from destruction. Yeah, that I did bring you out of the land of Jerusalem. But nigga, what? Look at this shit. What? This is why the camps don't want you to read this. Because it's gonna, that whole, we gotta go back. We gotta go back to Jerusalem because those fake Jews got a land. It's gonna debunk everything. This here is the promised land, y'all. They left Jerusalem to go to the promised land. What? Oh, I'm not done. We're not done. Yeah, check this out. Go down to 17. And when my brethren saw that I was about to build a ship, they began to murmur against me, saying, O brother is a fool, for he thinketh that he can build a ship. Yeah, and he also thinketh that he could cross these great waters. So they will leave from what they call Africa to the so-called New World, which is the Promised Land, over the great waters. Over the not the 10 tribes, not the 10 lost tribes. No. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do this. Okay, I'm gonna jump down to Nephi 18. I'm going to 2. Check it out. Now I, Nephi, did not work the timbers after the manner which was learned by men, neither did I build the ships after the manner of men, but I did build it after the manner which the Lord had shown unto me, wherefore it was not after the manner of men. So he built this ship in the way the Lord told him to build it, not the way he was taught how to build ships by man. See that? Power, son. And it came to pass, after we had all gone down into the ship, and had taken with us our provisions and things which had been commanded us, we did put forth into the sea, and were driven forth before the wind towards the promised land. What? What? Not Ozareth. The promised land. Yep, you see that? Bam. Yo. I'm trying to tell you, these camps, they're trying to keep you away from something because they're working with these Khazarians. They're working with these Khazarians. I don't give a shit what anybody say. If you read this book and all you keep referring to is where Joseph Smith referred to the cursed skin as being black skin, we all know that in Leviticus, cursed skin is leprosy. It's white skin. Apparently, Mr. Joseph Smith didn't read the book of Leviticus, like a lot of other white people haven't read the book of Leviticus, because if they read the book of Leviticus, they would know exactly what leprosy means. And what they would also know what having cursed skin means, because it's written in the book of Leviticus, which is one of the books of Moses. Now get this. They had the plates that had the Torah on it as they were making this ship. So apparently these records were already written down. They were already made. So they already know what cursed skin means when they were doing this right here. So before they even got to the new promised land, they know what happens when the Lord curses someone's skin. Don't turn black. We all know this already. Joseph Smith seen that, scared the shit out of him, and said, oh hell no. I'm not letting people know about this. We're going to reverse it. We're going to make it black skin. Stop being fools, guys. Y'all stop being fools, y'all. Y'all already know. Y'all already know how. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Read the book in its entirety. You'll see the same. It'll feel as though you're actually reading the Bible itself. I promise you. All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna do more on Nephi. Next, I'm gonna actually read. What I want to do is Jacob, because there's a prophet in Jacob. There's a prophet in Jacob. Called, what's his name? My mind went blank. It's a prophet in Jacob that I forgot the name. Blah, 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 blah. Where are you? Let me check 7. Cause it's a... Where does he look? See, there's a prophet here. I'm trying to remember his name. Where is it? Watch me find it the second I'm done here. It'll just pop right up. Let me check 5. Jacob Cruz relatives, blah blah blah. No. No. Okay, you know what? I'm making another video. I'm gonna find it. That way we can go over. We'll go over that later. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all the Nephites, the people who are actually here were from the house of Joseph, wasn't Gad, okay? We're not Gad. They were not Gad. All right, they're Manassites. These people are the Manassites, and also I'm also show y'all where the natives they actually called Lamanites. The Lamanites, you had Nephites and Lamanites. The Nephites followed the law, and the Lamanites, they did not go against the law. They went against the law, so they were cursed. They were pretty much acting like, Edom. I'm saying they pretty much acting like Edom. You know what I mean? And they painted their face red. They painted their face red. and they didn't wear any armor, so they wore like loincloths and stuff, and they referred to the Lord as, get this, the Great Spirit. Does that ring a bell? I'm gonna show you all this later. All right, but I'm out here. I'm out.